Welcome, everyone. Good to see you all for our Tuesday afternoon Vinyasa Yoga. Hmm. Find a seated position and just take a few moments to allow our bodies and our minds to settle in and to find your place on your mat. I mean that both literally and figuratively. Just find a place that is comfortable, seated on your mat. And then once you're there and you feel like you've come home physically, let your eyes close down. And once your eyes close, let your mind settle into the fact that you're going to practice yoga. You can, if you like, begin to focus on the breath and begin to feel the breath as it flows in and flows out. Or if you want, you can focus on your heartbeat or anything else, maybe sounds or smells. But let your intention be just to settle in, just to become present and aware of your body on your mat. Let's take a couple more breaths in this settling in process, this becoming present. And with each successive cycle of breath, become more and more settled and more present to your practice. Maybe one more breath. Now take a deep breath in, breathe in through the nostrils, then open your mouth to exhale. Do that a second time, a deep breath in through the nostrils and open mouth exhale. And one more time, breathing in through both nostrils. Open your mouth and let it go. You can open your eyes now. So what I thought we would do today for our practice is to work on alternate nostril breathing, but not just do the pranayama at the beginning of practice, but to incorporate the pranayama of alternate nostril breathing into our movement. We'll see that'll work. We'll see how that will work. I'll guide you through it as we move. Let's begin alternate nostril breathing now. Breathe in through the left nostril. You can block the right if you want, but it's not necessary. And then breathe out through the right nostril. When you're ready, breathe in through the right nostril. And then breathe out through the left nostril. Again, breathe in through the left nostril. And then breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the right nostril. And breathe out through the left. Now 5 more times on your own, 5 more full cycles. Breathing in left, breathing out right, breathing in right, and breathing out left. You don't need to worry about counting. I'll do that for you. Just focus on the feeling of the breath moving from side to side. But also notice that even though the breath is flowing from one side to the other, it's always coming back to center. You're always finding centeredness with this practice. It's very grounding. Just continue feeling the breath flow from side to side. Just let the breath flow gently, one side to the other. And one more full cycle. There's no rush. We'll all come back to the same place eventually. Then after you've exhaled to the left, allow yourself to breathe in through both nostrils equally, and then breathe out through both nostrils. And a second time, breathing in through both nostrils and breathing out through both. Welcome to those who have joined since we began. You let your eyes open now. Sit up nice and tall, drawing the navel in. Bring your arms out to a T with the palms facing forward. Reach through the fingertips, but relax the thumbs. Now take a gentle twist to the right and bring your left hand to your right knee. The right hand comes down behind you. Press down on both sitting bones. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And do that a second time. Breathe in through the left nostril. As you breathe to the right, see if you can twist a little bit more deeply. And one more time. Breathe in through the left nostril. And then breathe out through the right nostril. Now let it go. Come back to center. Reach the arms high. And then the hands to heart center. Palms pressed together. Sit up nice and tall, drawing the navel in. Reach the arms out to a T. Palms face forward, relax the thumbs. Reach the hands apart from one another. Take a deep breath in, let your spine lengthen. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Right hand comes to left knee, palm down. Left hand down behind you. Breathe in deeply, drawing the navel in. And then exhale and twist, looking over your left shoulder. Now draw a breath in through the right nostril only, to the extent you can. And then breathe out through the left nostril. And again, breathe in through the right nostril, and out through the left. And one more time, breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Reach the arms high, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers. Stretch the palms towards the sky, press the tailbone down, press the sitting bones down. Now roll back on the sitting bones and reach up even higher. Press as much as you can through the palms. Feel that stretch in the armpits and the shoulders. Take a deep breath. Now a little bend to the right, and then reach up through the palms and a little bend to the left. And back to center and bend to the right. Keep stretching through the palms back to center. Get up a little taller and to the left. Inhale back to center. Reach up high. Now bring the hands down so that the arms are level, and then inhale and reach back up. Do that a second time. Bring the arms down so they're level with the floor, and inhale and reach back up. And one more time. Down and inhale and back up. Now release the hands. Bring the right hand down. Reach the left hand up and over. Bend the right elbow. Reach with that left hand. Now breathe in through your left nostril and then breathe out through the right. Again, breathe in through the left nostril. Keep reaching through the left hand and breathe out through the right. And one more time, breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And then rise up. The core engages as you come up. Left hand comes down. Bend the left elbow a bit. Reach with the right hand. The right sitting bone is heavy. Now breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Again, breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out through the left. And one more time. Breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. And then inhale, engage the core as you rise back up. Bring the palms to the knees. Straighten your elbows to the extent you can. Now relax the shoulders and bring them down. On an inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Then exhale, let the shoulders drop down. Do that again. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale on down. And one more time. Inhale the shoulders up. And exhale and bring them down. Inhale, reach the arms high. And then to heart center. Inhale, reach back high. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Reach the elbows apart. Press your chest up. Lift your chin. Little bit of a back bend. Now as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Bring the elbows together to the extent you're able. And then bring the elbows down, maybe touching the mat with the elbows. Feel that in the low back. Inhale, core engages as you rise. Reach the elbows apart. Lift the chin high. And exhale, elbows come together and bring the elbows down towards the mat. The chin is on the chest. One more time. Inhale, rise back up. Lift the chin, reach the elbows apart. And exhale, bring the elbows down. Now pause, let your head drop down. Just take a moment and feel the stretch in the low back. You can draw your navel in towards your spine if you like. And on an inhale, begin to slowly rise. Come all the way up. Reach the elbows apart. Then release the hands, reach them high, and bring them down. Let's roll over the knees now and come to table pose on all fours. Check in with your knees. Make sure that the knees are under your hips and the hands are approximately under the shoulders. Now inhale to cow pose. Lift your chin. And exhale to cat pose. Bring the forehead down towards the thighs. Inhale to cat. And exhale to cow. Whoops, I did that backwards. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. Inhale to cow, dropping the belly, lifting the chin. I think I've done that 10,000 times. Press the hands into the mat, cat pose. Press the middle of the back up towards the sky. Again, inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow, dropping the belly, lifting your chin high. And exhale to cat. Press your hands into the mat now and pause. Lift the navel up. Press the hands into the mat even more. And then release it. Come back to center. Now from here, we're going to move towards thread the needle pose. So reach the right hand high. Press that left palm down. And then bring that right hand under. Land on the right shoulder. And then reach your left hand forward. See if you can open the left shoulder up a little bit more towards the sky. Check in with your hips. See if the hips are level and square to the short end of the mat. 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Good. Now slowly slide that left hand down to your face. Press the left palm into the mat. Reach the right hand high. And bring the right hand down so it meets the left hand. Now inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat. And again, inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat. Good work. One more time. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Leave the right hand on the mat. Maybe move that right hand over a little bit so it's right below your face. Spread your fingers wide. Now reach the left hand high. You got a nice twist in the spine going on here. Now bring the left hand under and through and land on that left shoulder. Let your head drop down. This is thread the needle pose. Walk the right hand forward now. And then open that right shoulder up towards the sky. Now just breathe gently. 3 breaths. And 2 more. And 1 more breath. Now slide that right hand down in front of the face. Press the right palm into the mat. Reach the left hand high. And then bring the left hand down so it meets the right hand. Coming back to table pose. Now reach your right leg straight back. Point the toes on the right foot. Now breathe in through the left nostril. And breathe out through the right nostril. Then inhale from the right nostril and breathe out through the left. Do that 1 more time. Breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. Then breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out through the left. Now reach your left hand forward into table extension pose. And just breathe in equally through both nostrils. Feel the breath centered. And then bring the left hand down. Bring the right knee down at the same time. We're going to go right over to the other side. So reach the left leg straight back. You can point the toes on that left foot if you want. Now breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left nostril. Keep pressing your hands into the mat and breathe out through the right nostril. One more time. Breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out through the left. Now breathe in equally through both nostrils. Reach the right hand forward, coming into table extension pose. Find a little bit more length in the body, reaching the fingertips on that right hand forward as you point the toes and stretch the toes on that left foot back. One more deep breath through both nostrils, and then release the hand down. Bring the knee down. Now, move your knees just apart a little bit wider than hip width. Walk your hands forward about 3 or 4 inches. Now glide the hips forward and down, lift your chin. And then as you press back, reach back through the tailbone, coming back towards child's pose. On an inhale, rise back up, gliding your hips forward and down, lifting the chin. And this, is a dynamic version of cow and cat. Now back towards child's pose. Feel the stretch in the armpits. Rise back up through table pose. Glide the hips forward and down. Lift the chin. And as you exhale, press back towards child's pose. Let's do that one more time. Gliding forward and down. And then pressing back towards child's pose. Now come back up to table pose. Bring the hands back so they're under your shoulders. Now tuck your toes, then lift your hips, and let's find our very first downward facing dog. Press the heels down towards the mat so you feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Then slowly begin to walk your feet forward. We're going to eventually come to a standing forward fold at the front of the mat. Remember, there's no rush to get there. See if you can take 6, 7, 8 steps coming forward. I keep my legs straight and just lift the hip instead of bending the knees. That gives me a nice stretch in the back and in the back of the legs. Once you're there, let your head drop down. Let your head get nice and heavy in the standing forward fold. You can take opposite elbows if you like to and stretch the elbows down towards the mat. Now release opposite elbows and slowly rise. Come all the way up. Reach the arms up and overhead and exhale the hands to heart center. Let your eyes close down. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. Inhale through both nostrils equally. Exhale, let the breath go. Another gentle breath. Now inhale, reach the arms high. Find a little back bend. Bring the weight into the front of the feet. Rise. Bring the hands all the way down to the mat. Forward fold. Leave the hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Runner's lunge. Step the right foot back to plank pose. Take a breath. As you exhale, bring both knees to the mat. Then cobra pose. Lift the heart up off the mat. Now breathe in through the left nostril. And breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril. And breathe out through the left. Release. Come all the way down. Tuck your toes now. Push yourself into plank. Then lift your hips into downward facing dog. Stretch it out as you press your hands into the mat. Reach your tailbone towards the top of the wall behind you. Start to feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. I'm feeling that in the glutes and even the back of my knees. On an inhale, reach your right leg up and then step the right foot all the way forward so it ends up between the hands. Press back on the left heel, press the hands into the mat. So you're creating another nice stretch in the back of that left leg. Then step the left foot forward and come to a forward fold. Let your head drop down in the forward fold. Bring the weight into the front of the feet. Now the arms come out to a T. Press into the front of the feet and rise slowly. Come all the way up. Reach the arms high, interlace the fingers, point the index fingers and get tall. Now reach the index fingers up and back, finding just a little back bend, and then slowly rise. Reach the index fingers high, and then exhale the hands to heart center. Let your eyes close down. Now breathe in through the right nostril only, and then breathe out to the left, and breathe in through the right nostril only, and breathe out to the left. Let your breath return to normal, just finding that natural rhythm of the breath. Now we're going to hinge at the hips, keeping the spine long. Weight comes into the feet as we come all the way down. Bring the hands down to the mat. Now leave the left foot on the mat and step the right foot back into runner's lunge. Step the left foot back so it meets the right foot. Plank pose. Now the knees come to the mat. Chest and chin follow, inchworming your way into cobra pose with the elbows bent and the ears reaching up. So create a nice back bend here. Now breathe in through the left nostril and out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril and then out through the left. Now breath is centered, coming in and out through both nostrils. And release. Come all the way down. Tuck your toes now as you push to plank. Then lift your hips high into downward facing dog, stretching out the spine. Press down on the heels. Bend your knees if you need to. If it creates too much sensation in the back of the legs, not bending knees, then remember to bend the knees. Now reach the left leg high and then step it forward into runner's lunge. Press back on the right heel. So you're getting a nice stretch in the back of that right leg, maybe feeling that in the calf or in the Achilles tendon on that right foot or the right ankle. Now step the right foot forward, forward fold. Take opposite elbows and press your elbows down towards the mat. So fold a little bit more deeply, let your head get heavy, and bend the knees a little if you want to. But remember to press the elbows down so you're lengthening the spine. Now keep opposite elbows, keep your spine long, and slowly rise. Press into the front of the feet as you come up. Reach up through the elbows, stretching up high. And then release the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale down. We're just circling the arms now at the shoulder joints. And one more time. On an inhale, reach back up. Bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, point the index fingers, feet a little bit wider than hip width. Bend to the right, pressing the hips to the left. See, that right foot can almost come up off the mat. Inhale, rise back up over to the other side. Hips press to the right, reach through the index fingers, really stretch so you feel that stretch on the right side body. Inhale, rise back up, reach up through the index fingers, and exhale the hands to heart center. Take a breath. Can you feel the breath moving through your body? Good work. On an inhale, reach the arms high. Find that back bend again. The palms can be together. Bring the weight into the front of the feet. Bend the knees. Drop down a little more. Core engaged. Inhale, rise back up. Hinge at the hips, fold forward. Bring the hands down to the mat. Right foot stays forward. Left foot steps back. Leave the left hand on the mat. Reach the right hand high into a twist. The right hand's reaching up towards the sky. The left hand is pressing into the mat. Now breathe in through your left nostril and breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the left nostril, the bottom one in this pose, and breathe out through the right. One more time. Breathe in through the left nostril only, and then out through the right. And bring the right hand down, framing that forward foot. Step the right foot back to plank pose and lift your hips high, downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg rises, lift it high, press the left heel down, then step the right foot all the way forward so it ends up between the hands. Runner's lunge. Left knee comes down now. Reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, point the index fingers, press the right knee forward, press down on the whole right foot. You feel that stretch in the hip flexor muscles at the top of that left thigh, the front of that leg. Make sure you're inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils equally. And one more breath. Keep reaching up through the index fingers. Good work. Bring the hands down on either side of the right foot. Tuck the toes. Bring the left knee off the mat. Right foot steps back to plank pose. Now inhale from the left nostril and out through the right, and in from the right and out to the left. Do that one more time. Inhale from the left nostril and out through the right, and inhale from the right and out to the left. Bring the knees to the mat. Cobra pose, chin and chest. Lift the heart up off the mat. Ears rising, elbows are bent. Press the navel forward, press the heart forward. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Breathe. That's it. Release. Come all the way down. Tuck your toes. Push to plank. Lift your hips high. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. On an inhale, left leg rises. Step the left foot forward so it ends up between the hands. Leave the right hand on the mat this time. Reach the left hand high as we come into a lunge twist. Check in with that left knee and see if it's bent about 90 degrees. Keep reaching up through the left hand. Now breathe in through the right nostril, the bottom one, and breathe out through the left. Twice more. Breathe in through the right. Just do the best you can. And out through the left. One more time. Breathe in through the right nostril. And breathe out through the left. Then bring the left hand down so it frames that forward foot. Step the left foot back to plank pose and then lift your hips high into downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg rises, lift it high. Then step the left foot forward so it ends up between the hands. The right foot is back. Bring the right knee to the mat. Reach the arms high. Interlace the fingers. Point the index fingers. Press that left knee forward a little bit more. And press into the whole left foot. Keep reaching up through the index fingers. Stretch it out. You feel that stretch in the hip flexor muscles at the front of that right thigh, very top near the hip. One more breath. And release. Bring the hands down. Toes tuck. Step the right foot forward. Oops. Forward fold. Let your head drop down in the forward fold. Take opposite elbows now and press the elbows down towards the mat and bring the weight into the front of the feet so you almost feel your heels beginning to float above the mat. Now keep opposite elbows, press into the front of the feet and rise slowly, coming all the way up. Nice long spine. You'll feel that in the back of the legs and the glutes. Reach the elbows up, stretching up high through the elbows. Feet about hip width apart. Now bend to the right, pressing the hips to the left. Reach through that left elbow a little bit more than the right elbow. Really stretch. Inhale, rise back up to the other side now, pressing the hips to the right and reaching through that right elbow more than the left. Inhale, back to center, reach up high, and exhale the hands to heart center. Press the palms together. Breathe. Good work, everybody. Keep your hands at heart center as you hinge at the hips and begin to fold forward. Bring the hands all the way down to the mat. Then step your left foot back. Right foot's going to follow it into a plank pose. Breathe in through your left nostril. And do your best to breathe out through the right nostril only, following the breath with your mind. Now breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. One more time like that. Breathing in through the left nostril and out through the right and in through the right nostril and out through the left. When you're ready, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Press those palms into the mat. Press your fingertips into the mat. really the pads of the fingers, including the thumbs. On an inhale, reach your right leg high and find three-legged dog, opening the hips to the right. Work on stacking the right hip over the left hip while pressing that left heel down towards the mat. Now breathe in through your right nostril and breathe out through the left, and breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. That's it. Level the hips now. Step your right foot forward so it ends up between the hands. Then bring your left knee to the mat, untuck the toes on the left foot, reach the arms high. As you exhale, bring your arms out to a T. We're going to take a prayer twist now. Bring the hands to heart center to begin, and then left elbow to right knee. Reach the right elbow up and overhead so that your right elbow is stacked over your palms and your palms are stacked over your left elbow. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the right and out through the left. Keep your palms together as you come back to center. Once you're there, reach your arms high. Now bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, straighten the elbows, pressing your palms together, lift your chin. Press that right foot into the mat, press the right knee forward, breathe. One more breath. Release the hands, reach them high. Then down on either side of the right foot. As we come to runner's lunge with the left knee off the mat and the toes on the left foot tucked. Step the right foot back to plank pose. Now flow through Vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Now come to upward facing dog. Take a deep breath. And one more, both nostrils. When you're ready, tuck your toes and lift your hips, coming to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. On an inhale, reach your left leg high. Then three-legged dog. Open the hips to the left. Work on stacking the left hip over the right hip. Now breathe in through your right nostril. And then exhale to the left. And inhale through the left nostril. And exhale to the right. Level your hips. Left foot steps forward so it ends up between the hands. Then bring the right knee to the mat. Rise to a low crescent lunge. Reach the arms high. Press that left knee forward. Now hands come to heart center. Press your palms together. Now our prayer twist. Right elbow to left knee. The left elbow reaches high. Notice the alignment with the left elbow over the palms and the palms over the right knee. Now breathe in through your left nostril and breathe out to the right. Breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left, that upper left nostril. Keep the palms together, come back to center, reach the arms high. As you exhale, bring your hands down on either side of that left foot, tuck the toes, bring the right knee off the mat. Left foot steps back now to plank pose. Now flow through Vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, upward facing dog. One more breath here. Now the knees come to the mat. Hips back to heels for child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Let your breathing begin to return to its natural rhythm. You can let the breath slow down a little bit if you like. 4 more breaths in child's pose. Gently breathing in and out. Feeling the centering nature of the breath. Equal breaths through both nostrils. 2 more. And 1 more. From child's pose, rise to table pose. Bring the knees back so they're under the hips. Then tuck your toes and lift your hips into downward facing dog. Once you're in downward dog, bend your knees, bend them even a little more, and then hop
forward if you can, so the feet end up between your hands. Let your head drop down. Now bring your arms out to a T, and then behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, reach the knuckles towards the sky. Let your head drop down a little bit more. Maybe bring the hands forward if you can, and bring the weight into the front of the feet. So your heels are almost beginning to float. Now press into the front of the feet. The heels are still floating as you rise. Nice long spine as you come up.
Once you're up, pause for a moment and press the knuckles down towards the heels. Let your shoulder blades come a little bit closer together on your back and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And 1 more. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Release the hands. Reach them high. And then exhale your hands to heart center. Leave them there as you hinge at the hips, folding forward all the way down. Now come to a half lift. Bring the hands to the top of the shins, pressing the palms into the shins right below the knees. So the spine is long and about parallel to the mat. Most of the weight is in the front of the feet. Now release. Let the hands come down, forward fold. Left foot steps back into runner's lunge. Now spin your left heel to the mat and keep the right knee bent as you rise to Warrior Two. Our first time in Warrior Two in this practice. Your gaze is forward over your extended right arm. Take a breath. Now straighten the right leg. Left hand drops down. Right hand reaches up and back into a reverse triangle pose. Press into that right foot a little bit more and reach through the right hand a bit more. Now inhale through your left nostril. And then exhale through the right. And again, inhale through the left. And exhale to the right. 1 more time. Inhale through the left nostril only. And exhale through that right upper nostril. Then arms come out to a T. Bend the right knee back to Warrior Two. Extended side angle pose now. Elbow comes to knee. Reach with the left hand. Now inhale through the left nostril. And exhale to the right. Twice more. Inhale through the left. Press into the pinky toe of that left foot a little bit. And 1 last time. Inhale through the left nostril. And exhale through the right, that bottom nostril. Inhale, rise back, Warrior Two. I said nostril, I meant nostril. Straighten the right leg. Reach the right hand forward. Come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can rest that right hand on your foot or your ankle or your shin. Or you can let it dangle if you like. Your gaze can be off to the side, keeping the head in a nice neutral position. Or you can lift the gaze up towards the sky if you like. 1 more breath. Now bring the left hand down. Come up onto the ball of the left foot. And then bring your forehead down towards the shin or the knee or the ankle of that right leg. Now bend the right knee. Bring that right heel to the mat, or left heel rather, to the mat. Rise back to Warrior Two. Straighten the right leg, pivot on the right heel. So the toes on the right foot point to the left side of the mat. Your feet are parallel to one another. We're in Prasarita pose, a wide-legged stance. Reach the arms to a 45-degree angle, and then wrap the right elbow under the left elbow. Bring the palms together, and then lift the elbows up a little bit so you get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Now lift the elbows high, lift your chin, coming into a back bend. And then as you exhale, come all the way down. Let the elbows come down, let your head drop down. Press into the pinky toes now and rise. Come all the way back up. Lift the elbows and the chin and exhale down. This is the last one on this side. Slowly rise back up, release the arms, reach them high, and exhale the hands to heart center. Press the palms together, let your eyes close down, and roll your ankles a little bit to the outside of the pose so you feel the pinky toes pressing down into your mat. Now breathe in through your left nostril and breathe out through the right, feeling the air go down to the pinky toe on the right foot. Now breathe in from the right nostril and breathe out to the left, feeling the breath, the prana go down to the big toe on the left foot. One more time like that. Inhale from the left toe through the left nostril, and then out through the right nostril to the pinky toe on the right foot. And then one more time, back to the other side, breathing in through the right nostril. And the breath goes down to the pinky toe on the left foot. Let it go. Bring the arms out to a T. Now pivot on the right heel, bend the right knee. Warrior two towards the front of your mat. Now cartwheel your hands down on either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back to plank pose. Flow through a vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog. And whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg rises. Step the left foot all the way forward so it ends up between the hands, coming to runner's lunge. Now spin your right heel to the mat, rise to warrior two with the left foot forward. Look over the left hand, the extended left hand. Bend the left knee a little bit more and see if you can anchor into the pinky toe of that right foot. Now straighten the left leg, right hand comes down, left hand reaches up and back into a reverse triangle pose. Now inhale from the right nostril and exhale to the left. And inhale from the right and exhale to the left. Bend the left knee back to warrior two. Take a breath. And one more. Now drop the right hand down, reach the left hand up and back, reverse triangle pose. Now the arms come out to a T, reach the hands apart from one another. The palms are facing down. Anchor into the pinky toe of that right foot, reach the left hand forward. Triangle pose, left hand comes down, right hand reaches high. The spine is long and close to becoming parallel to your mat or the floor. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right and in through the left and out through the right. One more time like that. Breathe in through the left and breathe out through the right. Now bring the right hand down so it comes down to the mat. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. Keep your spine long, hinge at the hips, and see if you can bring the forehead down a little bit closer. Keep reaching the top of the head towards the big toe on the left foot. Bring the forehead a little bit closer to the shin or the ankle or the knee of that left leg. Good work. Now bend the left knee, bring the right heel to the mat, rise to warrior two. Warrior two towards the back of your mat with your left knee bent. Now straighten the left leg. Pivot on the left heel so the toes on the left foot point towards the left side of the mat. Reach the arms high and then to heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, reach back up. Arms to a 45-degree angle. This time we're going to wrap the left elbow under the right elbow, bringing the palms together into eagle arms. On an inhale, lift the elbows up just a little bit. And now lift the elbows all the way and the chin. And then as you exhale, let everything come all the way down from the hips. Inhale, rise back up. Lift the elbows and the chin. And exhale and bring it down. Inhale and rise. Release the arms, reach them high. And then to heart center. Bring the arms out to a T now. Hinge at the hips and fold forward. Bring the left hand down. Press that left palm into the mat or your floor, just below your face. Reach your right hand high. Look up towards the thumb on the right hand. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right. Now breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. That's it. Bring the right hand down, put it where the left hand was. Spine stays long. Reach the left hand high. Twisting the other way. Remember, your hips can be asymmetrical with that left hip higher than the right. Now breathe in through the right nostril and then out through the left and in through the left nostril and out through the right. Bring the left hand down.
Press into the pinky toes. Arms come out to a T now. Your palms are facing down. Slowly rise. Nice long spine. Now bend the right knee. Pivot on that right heel so the toes on the right foot point back towards the front of the mat. Then cartwheel your hands down on either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back to plank pose. Now breathe in from the left and out through the right. You're getting pretty good at this alternate nostril breathing. In from the right and out through the left. One more time. In from the left, out through the right, and in from the right, and out to the left. Now flow through our final vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Stretch it out a little more. Press your hands into the mat. Reach your tailbone towards the top of the wall behind you. Now bend your knees, and we're going to take a hop so the feet end up between the hands. Arms come out to a T and slowly rise. Come all the way up. And then bend your knees. Let's come to chair pose. I'm going to turn around and face you. Bend your knees a little bit more. Feet roughly parallel to one another. Now bring your hands to heart center and press the palms together so you can bend the knees a little bit more, letting the hips drop down. Keep the spine relatively long. Now, right elbow to left knee into a chair twist. Breathe in through the left and breathe out through the right. And breathe in through the right and breathe out to the left. Back to center and to the other side. Left elbow to right knee. Right elbow reaches high in our chair twist. Now breathe in from the left and out to the right and in from the right and out to the left. Back to center. Reach the arms high, straighten the legs. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a breath. Good work, everyone. Very vigorous practice, particularly with the breath. Now bring the feet apart with the toes overhanging the edges of the mat. Then bend your knees. Let's come down to a yoga squat with the elbows on the inside of the knees. So you can bring your palms a little bit closer to your chest, which will help the knees move apart a little bit more. This is a wonderful hip opening pose. It's a pose where we let gravity do a lot of the work, because gravity is pulling our tailbone down. So you can keep your spine along, the head in a nice neutral position. So very little rounding taking place. That's it. Release the hands behind you. Let's come to a seat. Reach the legs forward. Legs are straight, toes pointing up. Spine is long. Now bring the hands down on either side of the hips and press the palms into the mat so that you feel your tailbone, or your sitting bones rather, lift up just a little bit. They don't really come up above the mat for most of us. You can just feel a little bit of pressure relieved on those sitting bones. Now bring your shoulders back. Keep your chin in neutral position and breathe. Equal breath in and out through both nostrils. One more time. Good work. Now bend your knees. Bring the hands to the back of the knees and find a supported half boat pose. The spine is still nice and long in this pose. So try not to collapse into the pose. Keep your chin in neutral position. Bring your shoulders back. Now breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right nostril, breathing down and out. Now breathe in from that down and out location on the right, and then off to the left, down and out to the left. One more time like that. Breathe in from the left, and then down and out to the right, and from that down and out location on the right, and to down and out on the left. Let it go. A couple of gentle breaths through both nostrils. Bring the soles of the feet together now.
and bring your hands to the pinky toe side of the feet. Keep the spine long. One more breath here. Now lift the feet up a little bit and bring peace fingers to big toes. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can just bring the hands to the pinky toe side of the feet. Now lean back just a little bit, keep your spine long, and begin to straighten the legs. Bring the feet apart from one another. Spine is long. The chest is rising in this pose. The chin, again, is in a nice neutral position. Now breathe in from your left foot to eyebrow center through the left nostril only. And then breathe out from eyebrow center to the right foot. Breathe in from the right foot to eyebrow center through the right nostril only. And then breathe out to the left foot through the left nostril only. That was so fun. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in from the left foot to eyebrow center through the left nostril. And then out through the right nostril towards the right foot. Then bring the breath back from the right foot to eyebrow center. And then breathe out through the left nostril to the left foot. Now bring the soles of the feet back together. Release the peace fingers from the big toes. Reach the hands forward. Bring your knees together now and straighten the legs. Boat pose. And just breathe. Just breathe normally through both nostrils. 2 more breaths. You can do it. I know it's hard. And that's it. Release, reach the arms high. Let the heels float to the mat. Hinge at the hips. And fold forward. Seated forward fold. Let the head come down. Now reach the fingertips forward. Press through the back of the heels and rise. Come all the way up. And then bring the hands down on either side of the hips. Bend the knees and then slowly roll down all the way to your back. Let your head come gently to the mat. Once you're there, press the palms into the mat. Arms are straight and by your side. Reach the heels to the sky, legs up the wall pose. In legs up the wall pose, press your sacrum down into the mat, but reach up through the heels. Now bend the knees, hug the knees into your chest and lift your forehead up. Maybe you can bring your head between your knees, or if not, maybe the forehead can come towards the knees. Now release the head, reach the heels to the sky, legs up the wall pose, and then bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. See if you can brush the back of your heels with your fingertips, telling you your feet are in the right position for bridge pose. And when you're ready, lift your hips into bridge pose. You can interlace the fingers behind your back if you like. See if you can press your hips a little bit higher, finding a nice, beautiful, deep back bend in bridge pose. Keep pressing the feet into the mat and lifting the hips. Now breathe in through the left nostril only and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. Good work. Release the hands, release the tailbone. Bring the hands to heart center and lift the feet up off the mat. Bring your forehead towards your knees, rounding the spine. Release the hands down. Reach the heels to the sky, legs up the wall pose. Now bring the arms out to a T. Keep both legs straight and bring the right leg all the way down. Then bring that left leg all the way over to the side. And maybe you want to get a hold of the big toe on that left foot with your right hand. Your gaze is to the left in this supine twist. See if you can relax the back of the left shoulder so it rests on the mat. Now breathe in and out equally through both nostrils. One more breath. Now, release the foot if you have it, that left foot. Bring the left leg all the way back up. And swap out your legs. Left leg comes down, right leg is up. You may want to scoot your hips over to the right a few inches. Now bring that right foot over to the left and maybe get a hold of that left foot, or sorry, your right foot with your left hand.
Relax the back of the right shoulder. Remember, your gaze is to the right, off towards your right hand. Now breathe in equally through both nostrils. And one more breath. After the exhale, slowly bring that right leg back up. Then bring the right leg all the way down. Center your hips on your mat. Bring your arms down by your side. And let's prepare for Shavasana. Let your toes flop apart. And flip your palms so that they face up. Let your eyes gently close. Now bring awareness to the breath. The breath we've been working with pretty extensively in the practice today. Notice how the breath feels. Feel it flowing in and out through both nostrils. Stay with the flow of your breath. On your next inhale, inhale through your left nostril only. Feel the breath come up to eyebrow center. And then breathe out through the right, feeling the breath move down and out. Then breathe in from that spot down and out to the right to eyebrow center. And then down and out to the left, as though you were working on the upper two sides of a triangle. We continue breathing that way 3 more times. From the left to eyebrow center and then down to the right. And up from the right and down and out to the left. 2 more cycles of our Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Now let go of the alternate nostril breathing. And just become aware of the breath flowing in and out through both nostrils equally. And if you notice a slight difference in the amount of breath flowing through one nostril or the other, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Perfectly normal. Keep your awareness on the breath. Now release the breath from your awareness. And now begin to bend your knees, bringing the knees towards your chest. When you're ready, roll to your side. And if you like, cradle your head in your arm. Pause for a moment on your side. Just paying attention, being present to the experience of resting on your side in this way. And now very slowly and with as little energy as possible, bring yourself to a seat. You keep your eyes gently closed. Once you're seated, let your hands come to heart center, pressing palms gently together.
Now, draw a deep breath in. As you do that, feel your spine lengthen, feel your ears rise up, your neck may even get longer. And then just let the breath go. Join me if you like as we offer loving kindness to all. May you be happy and well, and may you be safe. May you be peaceful, and may you be at ease. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for sharing in our yoga practice today. I hope you enjoyed our practice of alternate nostril breathing. If you have comments on that, let me know. You can either do it on the chat or you can email me about it, or you could unmute your microphone and tell me about it. Take care.